Welcome back to the Rattlesnake, building the bow, model shipbuilding. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and all the views. It's amazing to see how um, much these videos are being viewed. It's an amazing thing. I'm really blessed. Well, when we look at these diagrams for the bow or for whatever kit that we have, sometimes it's very difficult. And I often say the difficulty in the model is often the lack of directions. The model shipbuilding or the model shipways version of the rattlesnake directions are fantastic. So we're going to show you how to transfer a flat form onto a 3D model. Here's the head rails. I looked at these the first time and went, huh, okay, how am I supposed to get that angle perfect? So what I used was a compass, and back in, grade school, grade 6, how to trace something from a piece of paper onto another piece of paper and then be able to manipulate that. Well, here's the process of using a compass just to trace the outline um, and get a good representation. Now, what I did when you cut these out is go a little larger, so then you can file them off and make them a little bit better. And here's both of the head cheeks that we put together for that. And here's another way you can do it. You can cut out, make a copy of the diagrams, cut them out, glue them to the board, and then use your X-Acto knife to cut out the areas that you need to cut. And these head timbers were very difficult. The cheeks, there's an upper lower cheek to the front of the rattlesnake. Those are just some of the areas we did it. So I took copies, cut them out, fold them over on top of each other. In order to see how they align, I would take two pieces like this, bring them over to a lamp. This is all grade school stuff, remember? And then glue them together and then cut them out. And the same thing, lay them on, glue them onto the board, use your X-Acto knife to cut them out and get the right size. Or we can do this. This is probably grade, 3? We can take a number 2 pencil, draw the outline of whatever it is that we're looking to build, and then turn it upside down, put it on a piece of wood or a transferable surface, rub it in, almost like the movies where they're trying to get somebody's fingerprints or somebody wrote on a pad, and voila, there you go. You can cut them out, and that's the platform that goes into the bow. Now here are some stills. There are the head timbers cut, laid in. There's the upper cheek. You notice a little bit longer because it has to bend up to match. There's the head timber on the top. It's pretty cool to see a flat surface come to a 3D model. And that was really nifty to watch this happen. I enjoyed doing that immensely. Once everything is all glued into place, you file things down, you make it look good, and it's your model. There's it all glued in. Now you notice I painted the bow and the rest of the ship because it would have been completely impossible to try to get all that painted after putting all this together. And there's the front view coming along really good. The head timbers, I put the first one in and the last one in just to glue them in place. And then I simply filed and sanded until it looked good. And for me, there's the lower timbers. Here's something coming up that I saw when I went to go visit the Hermine. They put there was little slats in between the upper and lower timbers cheeks, and I put them in there. They look pretty cool. That was an adaptation from the Hermine that I saw. I thought they looked good. There's the downward. The seat of ease will go in there, and I wanted to put a grating in there, so you'll see that and the two little seats of ease. That was awful fun. Big hands is hard to put in there. Again, paint everything before you go on to the next step. Get everything cleaned up. I think it looks pretty good. Those weren't the colors that they said, but I wanted red, so I figured the cannons are going to be red. We're going to put red on here. It looked pretty cool. And here you see we put the mid rail in, or I put the mid rail into the bow. It looks really cool. I was very pleased. The nice little touch there with the staining of the grating was look good too. And there's the seats of ease with the grate in and the bow sprint in as well. Well, guys, thank you so much for viewing all these. The next one up is the planking, the deck planking. We've done some wonderful things that I think you'll enjoy. See you next time.